an extra one now.
I was actually reading some of the interviews that we had with the kind of like AMA thing that happened on Reddit. Unfortunately,
I know
my
the best part. Raynor is getting viewer confirmed by Blizzard.
when is it coming though?
I don't know. Soon TM.
I didn't actually get to read all of it because my text gets some real slinky foot, so I was like struggling to it was making me a little bit sick to read it. So I just kind of put my phone down and looked out the window. So I haven't actually gotten to complete that yet, but that was pretty interesting. Some of the stuff that I was able to see. So exciting to see that responses and interactions with the community. Yeah, why don't look at me that way? Like it's good, like interaction with the community. You know.
Yeah. AMA, I saw the list and it was long. It was very long. I only read like 1/4, and I went to sleep. So and I read the best part. So Raynor's getting reworked. I don't exactly know, of course. I can't even imagine how what's his kit is going to be.
He's gonna lose Inspire. He's gonna use that little knife that's on the edge of his gun to poke people.
As a melee, like Tracer has that melee.
He's gonna get a cigar.
Is he going to be stronger than an Overwatch hero?
G-Love, I think the rework might just be that he's getting added to Overwatch. In the Overwatch universe.
So he'll be the first hero to be in multiple universes at the same time.
Yeah. Also, Diablo. What was up with that? How's Diablo and Hanamura?
I don't know. Maybe Diablo's the next hero for Overwatch as a tank.
Could be. Could be a good tank. Problem with Diablo is he doesn't have any sort of barriers or shields in Overwatch. I think he's just gonna get shot a lot.
He's not like he's nothing close to like year 2000 material. He's like back to the ancient times.
I guess maybe he could just be like a really easy hero and just clicks on people and charges into them.
You don't need to aim.
Yeah.
Easy.
But he doesn't have any barriers, so like you gotta blow them up and kill him immediately, or like he's not worth it. He's kind of like a slow Winston. I don't know.
We already know, it's been confirmed by the Hanamura video, that Genji doesn't do anything. So very good counter against Genji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like no damage.
Yeah, no damage. Genji had some struggles. If it's Subway Diet Diablo, could be a little bit faster. Maybe could be a little bit more difficult to hit. Maybe more of a specialist like Sombra, not actually an assassin. Or sorry, not actually a tank. Yeah, no, guys, there's some technical issues. We haven't gotten to our second series yet, and I know, just thinking about what it would be like to have, some of these heroes become Overwatch heroes. Maybe they become more viable in your Heroes of the Storm, just because Overwatch heroes are strong, right?
They're very strong indeed, and Ballistix has been using that Hanzo more than any other team. And at CSC, if you let that happen, I think you're going to have a good time.
They've also moved away from it a little bit recently, running a lot of Genji and a lot of Abathur Genji. So if they really want to prioritize the Genji in first picks, like we could maybe see some Phoenix. Probably not, though. I think the chances of us seeing Phoenix are about the chances of, or is the equivalent to the amount of games we've seen him in HGC Korea. That's a big fat 0. Not a skinny 0. I don't use that font when I talk about this.
Wolf, you're scaring me.
Guys, we are aware that there were some audio issues. I know G-Left and I were chatting with you guys about that earlier. Hopefully it is resolved. Feel free to tweet at us, let us know. We're working on making sure that is better for you guys. Here's Feliz. Feliz getting the extra wins over Ballistix, over Tempest in a somewhat controversial series last week where Good was unable to show up on time. So if they win this series, they could knock Miracle to the Crucible. It is going to be very difficult for them to do so, but we already had an upset earlier. Anything is possible in HGC Korea.
It is possible indeed, and they have a lot of Medivh strategy. Once that is banned out, they go back to their old ones, which has not been so successful.
It feels old, yeah.
So with that Medivh, and I think they are basically locked, but they had some time after those matches to practice with some new strategies. Maybe with Maiev, which was also locked in by Rich, KSV Rich, basically dominating with Tracer. I mean, they had lots of struggles, and that's often what you do to not touch the mic, but you have to drink the water from the side.
Liu is hyped. He was dancing and singing earlier.
Looks weird, but you just have to do it.
Do you? Because like for me, I'll tell you my strat. I take the microphone and raise, and then when you're done, you put it back.
But it makes the weird sound whenever you raise it, touch the mic.
Yeah, I mean that's not what I do on. Well, sometimes I do it on broadcast. It just depends. It depends on my mood, G-Clef. I don't like to drink out of sight because sometimes you spill it, and we have nice suits. I would never want to spill anything on them.
$2,000 suits confirmed by
$2,000.
Reddit, guys. And we don't like to ruin the clothes.
All right, Braxis, Volskaya bands, the very vanilla Korean way to remove these maps. Old school style. BOE will be the first map chosen by Feliz. So, Hanzo, and more Hanzo. You were thinking that this would be a map that Phoenix might make it through the draft because you think Hanzo is better. Might ban something else. Still think we're going to see the Phoenix bans. But I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm hoping we get to see some Phoenix here.
Yes, and the best against that Phoenix is Hanzo. So there's that Medivh locked in. Already Feliz. Their Diablo Medivh combos with Sonya is kind of broken with that one ban.
Some consideration was made by Miracle earlier. Feliz is making that same consideration. Would Ballistix be brave enough to try the Phoenix if it was given to them? Or do you think, like if, let's say for example, Feliz bans Malfurion right now. Do you think that Ballistix would lock the Phoenix in, or would they wait and see if they could respond with Phoenix? Because it's kind of like when Maev was first, oh, he's open!
Phoenix, he's open for the first time! In Korea, of course.
And they picked Malfurion instead. That's why I thought they'd ban the Malfurion.
Yeah.
They're going to take him, no doubt. They banned this for a reason. What if they go Hanzo and Phoenix?
Nah.
No, it's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
Maybe Garrosh, Phoenix. Is Phoenix just going to go through this draft, or is this real life?
Maybe as a later pick. I think after watching the other region and what Phoenix was weak against, lots of CC. When Maev came in especially, Phoenix without the warp got melted with the shield and the HP by those CCs. Could not even escape. Sometimes was possible, but oftentimes was just caught and very easy kill onto Phoenix. I think they want to build up that team comp to perfect their pick later on, but Phoenix going through the draft so far. Furion against that Genji Tracer is still available Avatar ban, so they can't really have the clone strategy anymore onto BOE.
Yeah, not possible. It's been their go-to. That's why the Avatar ban comes through over the Phoenix.
I'm pretty sure a lot are upset and surprised that Phoenix is getting through the first picks.
Well, I think that there's still a high chance he gets picked here. If you go for the auto attack build, he's very powerful. On this map, they're going to go for Hanzo, the stronger pick. SC's Hanzo not being hidden tonight with the Avatar ban, and Genji picked against him.
Even if Phoenix is so strong, I would lean towards Hanzo on this map especially, because Hanzo's so strong. Not just as an immortal racer here, but against the damage. Has a good range onto auto attacks. You have Malfurion and even Tyrael now with the shielding.
Tracer banned. I thought they might actually just ban the Phoenix. Tracer's so good with his comp though, so I think it's pretty reasonable. Phoenix, pretty good ban here, I think, in terms of the race. Unless they just think that he's weak at the moment and that they can counter him with their draft and they don't need to ban him. I think it's going to be a Phoenix ban.
Or an Uther ban.
Yeah, Uther's also a good ban here. It allows a Phoenix Stukov comp to come through though. Maev also a good ban.
If you want to melt down the Garrosh, maybe go towards that Stukov even.
And for the Uther ban. This is tense because this is the first time Uther has not been banned in Korea.
The Phoenix.
Sorry, Phoenix. There's been a few of those times. And it's tough to say whether the Phoenix will be good enough here. Like, Planet Cracker is not going to be strong against the comp of Ballistix. They will just simply avoid the fight. They don't have anything to set it up. Salvos is very strong against Hanzo, but if his positioning is good, you won't actually be able to use it. So you're left with the question of, is this enough auto attack damage? You're the underdogs in this series. You know that Ballistix is trying to hide strategies. Why not Just go for it.
I know.
Try to execute this Phoenix play.
Maiev?
They're not going to do
Sonya?
it. They're not going to do it, but you know, I feel like trying to play something a little bit riskier, something that Phoenix, or sorry, not Phoenix, Ballistix is less practiced against would have been a solid strategy, but they take the Maiev, and I don't think we're going to see Phoenix.
And with her ban, I think Stukov to finish off the draft for Feliz seems like a pretty good way of having the silence against that Tyrio and Period, whatever the last two picks are. Pairs up pretty well. With your own comp, you'll be around the cage getting those healings spread out. For Ballistix, they already have Hanzo. What others are they thinking? Maybe it's SDE.
Could this be the Tychus? Round out the draft like Ballistix always does. They have the answer to the Warden's Cage already. Stukov will be the final pick. It's obvious with the Maiev, so Tychus and Blaze.
Okay, this will be a draft without Phoenix.
Yep,
Just going
no
through the draft.
So that's it. There's your Stukov. And what a buzzkill.
Yeah, the first draft without the Phoenix when he's enabled.
Well, not going to see him. No pro Phoenix. So let's see how this draft works for Feliz, because if I'm very honest with you guys, which I like to be when I'm casting Heroes of the Storm, I don't think their draft looks very good at all. They have the ability to prevent the sanctifications are going off within the Warden's Cage, and that's about all they got. They got Warden's Cage with no pairing except Taunt. That's it. So strong soul lane matchup, I guess? I guess? Kind of.
It's against Jungha, Blaze with the sustain, and he's never... I can't say never, but he's usually the solo laner that never dies. Close to never. And he's very consistent. He's always on top of macro. Usually doesn't lose the team fight. Doesn't lose the solo matchup too hard compared to the other players.
Well, Battleground stats here, pretty much a mirror image. Of course, reversed for Feliz. Much better map for Ballistix. A weaker map for Feliz, one of their worst. Frankel spotted out here trying to relic the healing fountain in mid. Would be taunted by the L5 spray there as Frankel does a little dance. So it looks like no relicking going on here. Knows the lane swap here. They're looking for a kill on the Hnaut, and this might actually just be enough damage. Oh my god.
Low end.
He missed the ignite there, but that mount is so loud, just like my aunt's old dog. Reminds me, it like triggers me actually a little bit.
Big fan favorite? Big pet favorite. Frankel was trying to...
Rooted, protected by the way, but oh well. Dead.
We know exactly why Genji is in that position.
Yep, he's trying to kill the healing fountain. Hasn't really been a successful strategy at the highest level.
Making it into a song.
No, I can't. I can't do that. Give me some more time. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll sing it when someone actually makes the strategy work. Giving a free kill to Ballistix. Giving that top lane matchup to Sonya now. Further strength, although she ended up taking cannon tower shots here. Somehow, I think. Probably trying to be aggressive there. Blaze can absolutely win this matchup, and it's Jungle we're talking about here, so I don't know exactly what happened there. But
usually Sonya is the one that wins.
Yeah, in Korea anyways. Had some arguments with people about this in other regions, but usually the Sonya is the better player. They will win the matchup pretty hard. Because Blaze can't do as much damage to structures as well. The longer the game goes on, Sonya has the ability to do more damage when Blaze leaves. So leaving a Sonya in lane is just like leaving matches, you know, in a house with a kid who likes to play with them, potentially like burn the house down.
And because Feliz,
that
they
was
have
a bad analogy.
They can't really spot the Genji. So Ballistix actually started their camp super early, trying to push a little bit because they were winning the top lane matchup anyhow, which is a good news for them. It was going to be a loss against the Sonya. It was going to be tough. And they can't really get the top or the bottom camp because of that, because they had to kind of use Tychus as a chasing tool against that Genji. Nothing really done from Feliz. They got the better timing on the camp. But this is Immortal phase. Let's see how Feliz wants to rotate. Ballistix already onto the position.
Yep. Controlling this zone at the moment. Hanaten dashes through with that spear. Backing away. They have to deal with this camp. That's one of the other factors that Sonya brings to this map, is the ability to take this camp faster. Or not, I mean faster, but they took it later, but she was able to do it more efficiently.
Yeah,
oh no,
that instead.
That's a dead Jung-Ah. Feliz gets their first kill of the map. Franco's going to harass SC right now.
They got caught into from the Garrosh Tosh. Maybe with the bind also, possibly connected. I think it connected the Immortal Stun. Connected on that. And as Blaze alone, you can't really do too much. There's a Hooligan diving in.
Silence onto Jung-Ah, or sorry, onto Hooligan.
But much more damage taken from Feliz, so...
Yeah. Luckily, no one relicked their healing fountain. They can go and use it. They're not even going to, they don't need to. They just want to race here.
Race is on, it's going to be super close.
Hanzo going to win it out here. They were behind, but they had Hanzo. They bring it to 800, and they win it. This isn't going to be a very effective Immortal, obviously, because it doesn't have a lot of shields and will not do very many ranged attacks. Might even only do one, if one at all. But Feliz, they've got a little bit of an easier Immortal to deal with. They're not going to feel too bad about this first one here. Yep, just one ranged attack comes in. It's going to get both cannon towers because they were weakened from earlier.
And even though you're pushing as Ballistix, you have to be careful once there's a Garrosh onto the other side as SDE goes. See how OJ is always looking for that chance to throw in that Tychus? Not too much blood spilled onto the bottom lane, only the Immortal goes down. Gets the entire wall though, Ballistix. They are winning. We're winning the matchup on top also. I think the top wall is also pretty much destroyed from Blaze alone.
Yeah. Sonya is struggling up there.
Ooh, look at this rotation. Blaze coming down already.
They see everything too, and yeah, Blaze, they should know Blaze is going to appear. Blaze needs to not overextend. I like how they're like pressuring and they're positioning right now to threaten the capture, but yeah, they cannot do it. They will end up losing this. Sonya should be pushing hard right now, not rotating down. Like, Hanaten should be on the wall right now. They have vision of everybody down here, and Blaze. He should be killing the wall. Should be on the fort by now. It's the only way to make up for this, but he didn't do anything. He wasn't able to accomplish anything up there. He is going to try to sneak down now, but it's too late.
Made a late rotational call here, as they're trying to do the damage onto Hooligan, but only 30-40% taken, and we'll just Aldurin away. With that entire rotation of Sonya, they got nothing done. So lots of rotational misplays coming out from Feliz.
Yeah, indeed, just late or not there at all, or just not understanding how to push a lane as Sonya. So 9 to 8 now is the level differential. Feliz now, I like this. They have vision of everybody in the top lane. They can steal this. This is correct. SC not going to be able to do anything. Rotation coming down from Hooligan just a little bit too slow, so nobody can contest.
That was possibly the best choice they could have made.
Oh, absolutely.
At that timing, they knew that rotation was going to the top lane, all the focus. Hanzo was not enough to save his own side of the map, the camp.
Okay, big stun here from Jung-Ah. No follow-up stun from the Immortal, luckily for them. Hanaten narrowly gets hit by it, or nearly avoids it. Aimer very low, he has to retreat. Hanaten gonna have to use this Whirlwind. Does avoid the stun, that would have been a kill. Any kills mean 10. Oh,
the bounce, extra bounce from the scatter.
Scatter arrow gonna take him out, and that is going to be level 10 now, fast for Ballistix. Top push still continuing, by the way. They cleared the Shaman camp. Well, the top push is there. Feliz has to walk away. This is going to be a huge lead in terms of immortal health because Feliz just cannot contest right now. This is a Hanzo we're talking about. Look at how quickly SC's going to do this. Pre-nerf. This is patch 31.1, a.k.a. Hanzo on BOE. Do not let it happen or you will lose. OJ even eating a turret shot there. They have 10 against them. Tychus, pretty sure he just didn't click it yet. I don't think he's considering the Draken laser drill. It would be cool. You know, I myself like lasers a lot. My cats play with them. But,
Jonga just to delay some time because Feliz would like to hit the 10. Delaying for a split second.
He picked the laser drill! He did it, G-Clef! He picked the laser!
Laser drill. When was the last time we saw the laser?
I never saw it before!
Yes,
No, probably in like probably like 2015. Remember when the nerf to Odin came out to where it wasn't a second hit bar and everyone was like, ah, Tychus is done. He'll never be meta. He doesn't have a second health bar. But
his range is nerfed. We can't do auto attacks anymore.
Well, I thought he was going to be useless after that, but I was wrong.
Stun.
Okay, OJ.
Getting tons of damage, but sanctification is a perfect. No silence from following up.
Yeah. Blade's coming out here. Franco in a good position, but he's just all alone. The bunker mitigating some of the damage he can do. Hanzo just not taking any real damage here. I love that timing from OJ on the groundbreaker there. SC gets picked off. OJ living through all this Tychus damage for a little bit longer. He gets taken out. The keep goes down. They want more.
Oh, Franco comes in from behind, looking for snipe onto Magi, but the damage is not enough, and he's gonna go down. Neymar's trying to do what he can, but he will just it will just cost his life. I think that was 4-for-1. Sonya actually respawned within that time.
Yeah.
So lots of loss, and including the keep in 9 minutes.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Frankel trying to be Flankle, coming in there looking for the Malfurion kill, but just too good of a response here from Ballistix. Actually, so silly to watch. Safety grenade. Always toss your safety grenades. Always check. Don't clear that camp 1 second faster. What is that going to do for you? You could be dead.
Ooh, Hooligan is coming, but Jonga may not. Has to burst out the bunker. Goes back in. Can't really toss anymore. There's a taunt.
Silence. Hooligan's
Arrow.
over here. Arrow.
Planet Wrecker.
No. I'm like, Aldruins. He didn't use that. He got away. That arrow was kind of cool, but obviously it just took too long to travel across the map. They are going to grab this camp. They got the kill, but look at the bot push. Impalers plus catapults. Uh-oh, SDE. Stuck over here. Let's get the dash out. Moggy's trying to heal him over the wall. He's trying to tranquility him over the wall. Blade comes out, but he's living. He's living. The Saint comes up before the silence. He lives. He lives.
With the help of his teammates. And Genji's the one dying because of that.
Core under attack at 11 minutes into the game.
Oh,
I haven't been hyped by a Malfurion play like that in a while, and then into the Tyrael play. That made me scream like Shaggy Doo from Scooby-Doo, but I was pretty hyped. Now, I think he's just called Shaggy, not Shaggy Doo. I was thinking about that for a second. Yeah, it's just Shaggy. But now Feliz has to fight a talent tier down. They cleared the pressure to the bot lane. Immortal's very low.
They're coming to contest before 13. They
have to.
They have to. They know anything further into the game will be just GG. They're making their critical play right now. The move throws in Jungha. There's the bunker. But Cage not really following up with too much.
There's the taunt, though. Taunt was really good after the bounce there from the wall collapse. Jungha gets back into the bunker, but he will go down. Hooligan, 59 health. Tosses the sword on it.
That was a sacrifice. They were willing to have Hooligan just do the damage onto the Immortal. Then sacrifice 2 for it. I think that was very worth. Knowing that they have the control onto the bot lane. If they push the top lane also, it's basically going to be an easy macro, automatic macro win for Ballistix.
Yeah, they just basically have to, you know, this buys enough time for the respawns at least. It's a fully shielded Immortal too, so just going to do so much damage. SC coming up here now to start pushing some more damage through with the scatters. Constantly sonicking. Sonya's not here because she has to deal with the bot pressure. So this is about to be a 5v4 fight. Immortal's still fairly healthy. Bork goes down. Good grenade here, almost catching OJ. I mean, it hit him, but it almost pushed him into lethal position. Okay, arrow coming out super early, but Jungha tossing him there is not what they wanted. Bunker body block and Tranquility up.
And that's going to continue. OJ does
Drill
go
over the
down
wall.
from the laser. Nice pick there as Franco's doing what he can from the backside, but not enough damage alone. He might be the one going down. Not really getting the protection from the teammates. Hannaton also caught from the damage. Nice juke, but gets entangled, rooted. Not enough damage follow-up, but this keep is going down because of all this push.
Yep, this is going to be double keep, as you said. They win the macro war. Frankel playing with life and death here. Deflection out. Dashes back in one more time. They sank because they want this keep. They're looking for Hannaton, but this is a sloppy fight by Ballistix. They're actually going to lose some members here. This actually resets galore here on this queue. This was sloppy by Ballistix. They're getting punished. That sanctification was...
not really communicated, it felt like.
It was definitely wrong. Politest way I think I can say it.
Hooligan was the only one who actually turned around and pressed that R button. The rest of the team was trying to retreat at the time, and SDS, no escape, no Malfury, no Tyrael to help you this time.
Yeah.
And Feliz, they're back in game. Of course, they have still lots of structures to go back through, but they saved their keep at least.
They do save their keep. Gonna save their core health as well, clearing this catapult push. 20 seconds until Tychus comes up, so gonna come out right with the Immortals. Camp here could actually be cleared before the Immortal phase, but let's just actually position mostly the bottom of the map. They're gonna take their own. Just want to make sure that the top pressure is on their side so they don't end up losing that keep, so they don't have to worry about it. The bot pressure is going to be something they deal with eventually, but if they could open something up in a fight with uneven talent tiers now, during the early part of this Immortal phase, they won't really have to worry about those catapults, but they have to get to the position. Sonic Arrow does not see anybody. Neither does his scatter, so they got to be careful. They do back away. Now they see the positioning. Aimer coming in.
Ooh, gets the bind on the few. Silence onto Hooligan also.
Oh, they missed the sign. Oh, they tossed him into it, so he can't sink now. That was actually a really good toss there, but does get away. Tranquility going to help heal through all this damage. Jungha, unstoppable right now. Just coming in, doing so much damage. So sustainable there. Oh, look at the damage from the scatter arrow. They are on this Immortal now. And now, the timing window to really fight is gone for Feliz because they have to go deal with the catapults that are headed to the core. Top pressure is real. I mean, it's definitely a serious issue here, but it's not going to kill the keep. I'm going to send over Jungha to deal with that while they finish the last parts of this off. Feliz is going to try to capitalize on this one tiny window of time. Core, again, under attack.
They didn't get Hooligan. I think Sanctification might have been on cooldown. It was going to be close, I think. But not getting a kill onto Hooligan really causes them. And they're late on the macro. And Hanzo can just poke unless Maiev goes in once again.
Okay, Jungha gets avoided here, but he's just going to drop the bunker. They should be able to finish off now. Finally, this Immortal. 28, 29k shields, really, on this thing right now. There's the stun. Cleanse coming up, the Sank. Going to mitigate most of the damage here. Feliz retreats, but they've lost the Immortal now. Frankel bleed out, but not really able to do anything with that.
There's a focus onto Jungha, but lost an Immortal already. All Ballistix has to do right now is buy time.
Yeah, this is going to be a dead keep for sure. And by the time it starts hitting the core, Jungha will be back up and respawn, so they don't lose anybody else.
Just unfortunate. Frankel has been playing...
Oh my god, he could get interrupted, he does! Look at that auto attack flying across the map.
Yes.
As
Scatter.
he jumps,
Oh, no,
he gets the mount. Does he have his heroic? I actually don't know if he does. Doesn't look like it. Okay, Blaze up in 15 seconds. Keeps down. Vault pressure's coming through.
That's it. They don't have the bunker. It just may give them a chance to come back into the game, so no risk involved. Both keeps taken, so they have the macro control. They're going to have their own camp very soon, and you just have to wait for the next Immortal, and they will hit 21st. unless something happens to Feliz, they have to make the initial move already right now.
Yeah, this is their only chance. The pressure is going to be doubly as annoying as it was last time with the keeps down. So those catapults are going to keep pushing the waves. So they always are going to have vision disadvantage. Look, they're up against a Hanzo, that Sonic Arrow. Any fight they try to take is going to be heavily telegraphed, but they still have to do it anyways. Taking the top camp even is pretty insignificant because it's never going to get to the keep with the catapults against it. Let's see how Feliz tries to approach this, because if they can get a silence combo off and kill a hero, that's what they've been doing the best at. The Dragon Blade's been pretty pitiful, to be honest, from Frankel. If they can get a pick, that's how they win this map.
One good silence with the combo, with the throws.
Yeah.
Will give a good chance of Feliz coming back into the game. Of course, they're down on the macro, and maybe next Immortal will not be able to finish the game because it's going to go towards that bottom lane for Feliz. And through the fort and to the keep, may not be all the way to the core. But they have to have some amazing team fight to start all that.
Yep. Speaking of which, Ballistix gonna look to basically make this bot pressure stronger. They're kind of prepping the waves here so that they're gonna start to stack up and hit that core. Trying to kind of tease Feliz, trying to tease them to come in into these fights. Having that vision advantage. Hooligan checks everything here, and then they start the race. They're winning it super hard, so Feliz has to invade. They just don't want to use too many cooldowns here on this Red Immortal as they back away. When the fight happens, they need to have all their cooldowns ready for the damage.
Longer this Immortal phase goes, and Hanzo can poke from far away. You don't need to risk anything. And they have the control on the macro. Frankel's missing from the fight. So, after spotting them, Feliz has to back off. There's the halftime already. Pretty good positioning of the Immortal for Feliz. They can defend and release the wave pressure.
Yep. Ballistix is trying to soak for 20, clearing up this camp. Notice that because of the late... Oh, hold that thought. Here's that combo. That's the pick we were talking about. Mafurian cannot get into the bunker. Genji's not here.
He's wasted, basically, right there. OJ does survive.
He survives.
And Frankel comes right now. The Dragon Blade is about to be ready.
Feliz needs to take this and win an Immortal. They need to win this Immortal. 45 seconds till we finally see Magi respawn. So this is the window. This is the chance. This is the opportunity. Ballistix backdooring right now. Backdooring, forcing Feliz, hoping to force Feliz to come over here. Not actually going to get any real pressure done. Feliz doesn't take the bait. Can't obviously send all 5 with this Immortal, and it's gonna have to go through a fort before it can touch the keep. So will this even up the bot keep pressure? I don't think so, but still baby steps here back into the game for Feliz. They're winning in kills now with these picks with the silences.
Do hit 20, and Hanzo takes bullseye. Looking for a stun, actually.
Yeah, it's been pretty common tonight.
It's actually good against the Stukov. You can hit the Stukov having the lurking arm and cancel that silence. It's a great tool at 2020 for Hanzo.
Obviously does a little bit of damage when you hit. You get the stun. The arrow fires so quickly. So Immortals lost all of its shields. Now they have to go through this wall. They don't have a ton of poke. They do have Stukov, which makes it difficult to approach this type of push. The silence is there. Top lane pressure long away from the core, so Feliz could take their time with this. Frankel just harassing.
Dives in and gets some aggro out.
Okay, OJ taking a lot of damage here.
I think that's almost the bait. Hooligan just diving in, delaying as possible. They won't get the keep, but they're going in. Aimer throws the bind.
Bunker coming in here after the bind. The keep still alive, but it's going to go down here now. This is the chance that Feliz needed to take. They just are not going to be able to look for kills right now. Okay, I spoke too soon. Looking for Hooligan here. He gets the sink, though. He gets it off. Aldruins is up. Frankel going to blow him up here with the Dragon Blade, but so much damage was done. Aimer has to jump away. Everyone's very low. One grenade could trap everyone on Feliz, but it looks like it's on cooldown. And Feliz is bringing their way back into this game.
What's your next move? Going for the camp, looking for the X kill.
Hiding.
Grab onto Jongha. Does not have the bunker. It's all cooldown.
They're hiding. He misses the bullseye there. They're hiding, looking for those kills. They're going to try to invade this camp. Bunker should be up soon. I actually don't know when the exact time he last used it, but it was in that last fight. Big find here.
Look at the damage.
Yeah, SC is taking a ton of damage. Maev is strong.
I think Franco might have actually, if he went in and got the kill on the got the resets, could have been a kill, but didn't really risk it. This is late, very late game. Going aggressive might cost you the game.
Look at how much damage these catapults do also. I think this core is actually going to take some real damage here. Not quite. Just shield damage. Well, this is a long game. Anything can happen now. Like, Feliz is still behind, but only slightly. Well, the next team fight should theoretically end the game. Now that Feliz doesn't have to go through a fort and a keep in order to go for core, any team wipe wins the game, period.
This was the first step Feliz had to take. They had to win a team fight and then bring down the bottom fort all the way. It's not the same. There's still top fort left for Ballistix. In terms of macro, they can still have that as their advantage, but Feliz taking every single camp to release that wave pressure everywhere. Liking these snap decisions until the late game.
Yeah. Feliz just looking for picks, looking for kills. Knowing how long the death timers are. SDE, he's the target. He's taking a lot of damage. He does survive. But that gives positional advantage to Feliz. Franco finds the way. Now Hanatan's just working on this more while they look up for a pick. Look at this. Basically trying to bait them in. Hanatan's like, come at me. I'm going to win this race if you guys don't come in here. Look at the top camp pressure.
OJ's positioning and Franco's spotting all of them on top. Make sure Hanzo can't just go to the side and do the damage onto the Immortal.
Halftime. Level 22 to level 21, also significant here. 4% damage scaling at this late into the game is pretty huge. So, having to send Genji to clear the camps, it's very frustrating. Franco is not in this fight. He needs to come over soon. He's heading over now. Hooligan, they're trying to make sure they've got silences and taunts ready for him so he cannot sanctification in this fight. That's been the goal every fight. They've been able to make it happen the last few.
This is a tough moment for Ballistix. Even against Feliz, they have been struggling a lot in this game. There's Hooligan once again.
Already using his hardened shield. So that's painful. Now, remember, Miracle just won an upset win today. Feliz is able to upset here. Their hard work is gone. They're going to
One more teamwork. One more kill.
Look at Hanatan's positioning. He wants to get SC. He wants to get SC. He wants SC so bad. Or Magi. Forced out the ice block. Okay.
Man, they're so close.
They're both playing so patient because they both know that a lost fight is the end of the game.
They just spot Genji clearing the top wave, so they are pushing in slowly right now.
Okay, he's coming over now. He's outed up. SDE is his target. Gotta be careful here. Look at Aimer's positioning. Trapping them on both sides. They get control of the Immortal. They're gonna win this Immortal battle.
They have enough damage, but it takes a long time.
Yeah, but this comment does stuns onto OJ, but he's got the armor. Draken pushes everybody away. Hooligan misses the holy ground. And they protect the Immortal for now. 8-6-1-5, that's all that's left. All that Immortal's hit points right now. Taking a more defensive posture now. Core under attack, but defended.
Pushing in. It's OJ laser about to die out from the timer.
Okay. Timer's up. Coming in now. OJ leading the charge. They just want this Immortal. Bunkers up early. If they could force the sank, it would be huge. OJ just cannot die here.
The stain is real from Fury, and OJ takes a lot of damage. Stukov by a kill switch coming in so low.
Okay, that was a huge groundbreaker there. Sonya could try to backdoor the Immortal. That's what she's going to do, it looks like. They have Hanzo, they have a little bit of poke. Sonya just looking for either a backdoor kill.
Oh, the top lane pressure is now going towards that core now.
Yeah, they're going to have to deal with that, or they're going to have to make a decisive move here. What's it going to be, Feliz? They have to be quick here. This is 27 minutes into the game. That core is not going to last long. Sank's up, but it's not a very good one. Hanatan survives through all of this. Here comes the blade! Tranquility coming out to counter that damage, but it's not enough for the burst.
Silence is there, though. No para from Aimer, though. So they're not surviving this one so well.
Core going down. Meanwhile, core going down. Hanatan getting a bunch of damage done, but it's not enough. Ballistix is going to win this fight. The core goes down. Meanwhile, Hanatan doing what he can to win the Immortal, but it's too late. The core is going to die here as soon as Ballistix turns on it. They finish the Immortal, they win the race, but they lose the game.
That sank was early, just as a protection, because Aimer came in but got stunned by the Immortal Circle. That's why the Sanctification was down for the safety tool. But because of that timing loss, they already used that silence, used some CC out. So everything was broken at that last critical timing. All the wait, all the patience. I think Feliz, of course, they were getting out-rotated, but maybe just sending a Genji just once more, and then buying that time could have been a different result, possibly. But they were having that pressure. They were having the choke.
What an incredible game by Feliz. They brought Ballistix to the brink. They understood how to use their Stukov picks with the Garrosh. They were getting kills. They were leading in kills. I think they might have been dead even at the end of the game. We'll get the post-game score screen in just a moment, but they went toe-to-toe with Ballistix on one of Ballistix' best maps, and they looked good doing it. 13-13, even kill score, and Frankel had a great game on the Genji. OJ's Garrosh looks much improved. He's not playing the Muradin tonight. He's playing the Garrosh, playing these normal picks. They let Phoenix through the draft. Neither team took it, but they used their draft correctly. When you use these Maiev picks, you pick them late, you pair them with silences, you make sure that you can use this against the Tyrael.
209k amount of healing from Stukov.
Yeah.
And that's without Frankel. Frankel was usually off to the side trying to go snipe the back line. And we just got the confirmation from the production that this game was the longest game of the season from Korea.
Yep, this is our longest game, 28 minutes and 5 seconds. The longest game in HGC Korea 2018. Wow.
Wow. I am impressed. Even though Ballistix won, I would actually give my claps to Feliz.
Seriously.
They were really good. The moment after the both keeps were down, I was saying, how is Feliz going to deal with this? They are really bad at macro.
Like, let's not forget, if you just tune in late, you're like, wow, like, it was a long game. Feliz did really well. They played for 10 minutes with 2 keeps down.
Yes.
10 minutes. And never lost shields on the core until the last fight. They never lost more than shields. They never lost core health. They never lost core health. They dealt with the pressure, rotated correctly, didn't lose the Immortals too hard, won an Immortal fight while having both keeps down. Against 2 keeps, it was like, you know, for like the last 5 minutes, they did end up getting 1 keep of Ballistix, which made it a little bit easier. But for a long time, both keeps were up for Ballistix, and they still were able to deal with that pressure, still find the right ways to get camps and limit the pressure from the catapults.
It takes lots of patience, lots of experience to actually wait for the right moment.
Leo is such a good Stukov. We actually have to say it. Like, he's so good.
His silence were pretty good, and also Garrosh tossing Tyrael back into the silence.
Yeah.
And usually, you would cancel the silence once that's wear off, but you trust your teammate to throw the opponent back to that silence. Just knowing what to do, it seemed it was very practiced, very well practiced by the team. They were able to contest it against Ballistix out of all teams from Korea. Well played. I mean, game 1, of course, they lost, but still very impressed of what they could do in BOE.
Yeah. Well, I'm still hoping to get a Phoenix game. We are now, he wasn't banned, but we are 10 games no Phoenix now. 10 games no Phoenix. Maybe we going 11?
I honestly think, compared to Tychus, even though Tychus does break through that armor from Garrosh, it's very good tool. Laser did stop lots of the offensive as a defensive tool for Ballistix, but maybe Phoenix could have been better, actually. Defending and going for the Immortal, also doing some skill damage with the Q.
Could have been good. Salvos is like very easy to execute as well.
Yeah, because SD was often caught somewhat and was giving some trouble with the range from Ballistix going towards that Immortal sometimes. So thinking of that, maybe, but Phoenix went through the draft the first game. It not be the same. We're going into game 2, Sky Temple.
Well, we have Sky Temple, as you say, as the second map. This is the map pick of Ballistix. Very common pick for Ballistix, KSV Black, Tempest when ahead in a series. So, guessing that is going to continue throughout the rest of 2018 as long as Sky Temple is in the map pool. But this map, pretty decent map for Phoenix. Probably going to be banned. It's very much a terrifying hero to face against if you haven't really faced him yet in Hero League.